Well, more than a third of people have backed this books that have nominated for the Hugo Awards. Not the exact same people, but the numbers are about the same, which means that we are on our way up. Worldcon is on our way down, and that's a good thing. Deus Vult should be getting a Hugo Award. It is going to be the best comic book of 2021, 100%. It should get a Harvey Award. It should get a whatever that SDCC award is. It should get a World Fantasy Award. It should get a Dragon Award. Deus Vult really deserves all the awards. It is that good. On the writing level, it's just a wonderful, wonderful fantasy. We've invented an awesome world here. And on the art level, it is just as good as the classic John Buscema stuff that you used to see in Conan. Please back Deus Vult today. There's only 25 days left on this. We're cooking on it. We're very excited to get this book into your hands, and I really appreciate those of you who do back the books and support the channel. That's what we're all about here, changing culture, making things better, and doing it day by day. Well, this video really is just a Worldcon posting their L's online sort of thing. And I should really stop making these videos because there's more people who watch this channel than actually do end up paying attention to anything Worldcon does. And so I'm actually just giving them free attention at this point. But I just have so much fun with this. Of course, I was banned from Worldcon in 2018. And I'm in a lawsuit with that group who did so. They were awful to me, and they libeled me a racist bully on their website. And so anytime I can dunk on these sorts of folk who do these awful things just because they don't like how you vote or who you are, or if you think differently than them or look differently than them, I will take the opportunity to do so. So DiscCon is going to be the 79th Worldcon, as they say. I'm going to call, as I have in multiple videos already, that the convention will not actually happen. And we'll get into that a little bit later in the video. But what I want to talk about is what I saw the other day, which is 1,246 people submitted nominations for the Hugo Awards. Now, the Hugo Awards, for those that don't know, used to be the most prestigious award in science fiction, and everybody wanted a Hugo Award. You would stand with the greats like Asimov and Heinlein and Lois Bujold, and then over the last several years, it's become just a cluster of SJW woke nonsense. You have to signal your wokeness hard in order to be eligible for the award. It looks like at this point you have to, of course, be a black woman, but now it helps if you're also transgender and one of the weird LGBTQIA, one of the letters that comes later down in that alphabet soup there. In order to get yourself nominated. It doesn't matter what you write or if your story's good. Of course, something like Deus Vult would never make it because Jesse White, my artist, is a white male, and that's just not allowed. As a Hispanic man, I don't count either. From what I hear in the Worldcon deposition, the guy went off on who was the chair of the 2018 award, saying I have white privilege or something like that. I don't know how that works, but whatever. What we're here to do today is talk about the 1,246 people who voted. Now, back in the day, there used to be a lot of people who voted. Just going back to 2016, I didn't research beyond that because it's probably actually bigger in the 90s and 80s and 70s when these conventions really were the place that you gathered as fandom and came together. Now they're not so much. Only weirdos go to these things. But in 2016, there were 4,000 people who nominated for these awards. So more than, or about 4 times the amount of people. Now, my mailing list has over 6,000 people. So 6,000 people get my newsletters every month, or every week, that is, and get my updates and all that. I've got almost 3,000 YouTube subscribers. So just the people who follow me alone, you, are actually a better representation of science fiction fandom than the people who are voting in this Hugo Award today. So 4,000 is a pretty crazy deal, and of course the Hugos, being their wokeness, have really just torched their own brand. It's circling the drain. That number cut. So the 2018 Hugos, the convention that banned me and was awful to me, actually had about 1,800 people voting. So now we've gone from the point where they've gone and taken their brand to the point where less than half people are voting than before. and then they've now cut another quarter of that in just a couple of short years. At this rate, there will not be anybody voting for Hugo Awards in 3 or 4 years. I think as Corona does its damage and most of these like elderly, large people in their walkers kind of don't make it through this sort of thing, we're going to see less and less people who are interested in this at all. There are no young people who pay attention to any of this stuff. So we can expect that the Hugo Awards will be even more niche this year, that anybody who's nominated is just going to be because of their SJW victim status, and that's going to be it. Now, again, Worldcon, I don't believe is going to happen. Now, if you've missed this, they actually lost their hotel. The hotel kicked them out and said that they don't want to do the convention because of COVID or whatever. And they are posting updates every couple weeks, just saying that they're trying to secure other hotel facilities. They're trying to get some other convention dates. They're trying to do anything. I guess they got a legal counsel working on this also. But as of now, they don't even have anywhere to hold their convention or hold their awards ceremony for these 1,200 people to presumably care about. It's really sad, but this is what happens when you have people who are not business people organizing things. This is what happens when you remove families and Christians and conservatives from even paying attention to this sort of stuff. Those are the people who get things done in society. Those are the people who actually can create something like work to be able to hold something that's successful. And so now you've just got a bunch of like weird blue-haired old ladies just kind of worrying about what's posted on Twitter rather than actually trying to manage their own convention. And that's unfortunately what happens. The end result. You get woke and you go broke. I hope this was fun for you. It was certainly fun for me. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.